Well, hello. My name's Izzy, and I'm a blogging dog. Yes, that's right. I am a dog that blogs. I've been blogging now for several months, and I rather believe I'm getting the hang of it, as I do most things. I, Izzy, own a company named Edinburgh Silver, and I blog every Monday, Wednesday and Friday in between my mountainous piles of work. I live in a wonderfully stylish penthouse in the middle of Edinburgh, and I frequent many different restaurants to experience the finer things in life, such as art, music, Rolls Royces and caviar. Between my cultural experiences, I find the time to blog because I give my employees, my workers, a lot of work to do. That's when they're not making a mess of my offices or managing to set it on fire or tripping over carefully ordered pieces of documentation. However, do not even get me started on that troublesome bunch. I spend my days cleaning up after them and doing all the real hard work. I run a very tight ship when it comes to my beloved company. That is why I won the Top Business Dog of the Year award back in the summer of 2014, and I travelled down to London to accept the award. I was recognised for my excellent skills as a business dog, and so I should have been. Now, if you have not been reading my blogs, you really should be. You'll just love them. If you do read them, you will know just how exciting, thrilling and entertaining they are. I talk all about my life, you see, and the adventures I go on and the people I come across. Some I admire, others I find slightly less admirable and slightly more annoying. I shall talk about them a little later. Alas, I thought one day, my life is far too exciting to not be sharing with everyone, so let's start a blog over that internet thingy. All my own idea, of course. I wish to enlighten you and amuse you on my many outings and trips. Why, I took a trip to Paris last year and embraced the Parisian lifestyle wholeheartedly. Actually, come to mention it, I've been all over the globe. I visited New York, where I saw the glorious Statue of Liberty and ate the largest pizza in the world. I also went on a boat trip around the waters of Scotland. My good pug friend accompanied me on that trip, a friend whom I have played croquet with over the years. He's a rather stubborn little fellow, but he's a friend nonetheless. I have many other friends who appear in my blogs, and you can find out all about them by reading my past and upcoming blogs. Meet Dexter, the dastardly butler, cousin Percival, my hipster friends Felicity and Roman, Darren, the troublesome teenager, and lots more interesting characters. I visited Australia, where I thoroughly enjoyed the heat, and that was a good trip, apart from when I nearly had a run-in with a troublesome turtle, but oh, never mind. I really could go on forever about the places I visited, but you shall have to read the blogs if you want to find out more. In 2015, I wish to visit many more places around the world, and I keep seeking more culture and more great food and delicious wine. I think my most memorable trip was my visit to Lapland to meet with a Mr. Santa Claus. Now, I shall not go into too much detail. Really, do read the Santa blogs, but it includes a lot of elves, snow, a lovely wooden cabin, and myself being called back a second time in order to sort out Mr. Santa Claus's business because he had fallen behind last year and required my leadership and discipline. So, very literally, I saved Christmas. Another instance where my excellent skills came in use. I learned my skills mostly when I left my home of Border Collie Manor in Aberfeldy. I left home as a rather young dog just after leaving university, and from the very first time I set my paws in Edinburgh, I knew I wanted to lead a life of business and have a thriving livelihood there. I wished for never a boring moment. Mama and Papa at Border Collie Manor were never very supportive of my business, and they would have preferred that I became a lawyer or an MP, like my more than perfect brother, Wentworth. Now, Wentworth could do no wrong because he was the youngest pup, which I do not intend to have, at least not anytime soon. My parents see this as a failing. I do not care. If you would like to read more about my delightful parents, then make sure to scroll back through my blogs and venture into the world of Border Collie Manor, the place I called home. But now, of course, my lovely, stylish, very sophisticated penthouse is the place where I call home. Oh, I could not be happier. I have been having thoughts of moving to a larger one, but keep updated on my upcoming blogs about that one. My useless and moany-baloney butler keeps my penthouse palace spick and span, and I always revel in the thought of coming back to my 4-poster bed after a day of stress and migraines induced by my workers. I'm not sure I know what else to say. I'm a blogging dog. I'm a dog who blogs. These blogs are from a dog. I enjoy the finest things in life. I travel to the most wonderful places in the world. I save people's businesses, and I enjoy caviar, fine wine and delectable foods. So, do remember, I bring blogs every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I look forward to bringing them to you and finding out what you think of my life. I'm sure you will be entirely thrilled. Well, I have been Izzy at Edinburgh Silver, and you have been wonderful. Oh, thanks incredibly much for reading and listening to me reading. Ta-ta for now. Izzy at Edinburgh Silver.